Well, this is interesting. Seeds in dust. I do remember someone telling me that the house had gotten a collection of mice. And apparently those mice were storing their seeds in the tape player. Yeah. Well, that was fun. Not really. Huh. One with a dead fly or two or three. Fun. Well, okay. That was interesting. Well, let's put this someplace out of my way, maybe. Alright, so let's take a look at the back side. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh boy. Not good. Maybe rust, another garbage here. More seeds. Lots more seeds. Lovely. I don't know how they got into this. I know that mice can fit into some mighty small places, but there isn't much room for them to get into anywhere. Yeah, there's our 3 motors, as I thought. Oh boy, that's cracked. Well, yeah, well, let's take this out. I want to look at that and see. I see corrosion on here. Let me just bring this up a little bit if I can. So, what you couldn't see, and still sort of can't, is that there's a crack right there hiding behind the wires. There it is. And this screw over here is looking rather the worse for wear. So that one comes out good. That's in here. Oh, yeah. That one, I wasn't sure if it was going to come or not. Okay, it's interesting. They just come off independently, sort of. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's not good. That is definitely not good. I did not expect that. Well, I think somebody's been in here before. Because got this little piece of plastic here, which it looks like somebody stuff that under there to hold up this connector on the bottom. So somebody knew this had been broken, and man, those look like those go there. Looks like this would go there. Man, oh man, what? Yeah. Someone tried to repair this. I can see the glue they tried to use. Yeah, that's lovely. What I think, this is not even remotely what I was looking to get into. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's not great. Well now, I really do want to try to glue this back together, but I don't know how on earth that would break. How would that happen? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I really want a circuit diagram on this, because I don't know. Well, let's see. There's that. This is not going to be fun. No, not even close. I want to get these in some slots here to see if I can tell for sure where things go. There's 3, 3. Okay. I think, yeah, so I think this white one goes over here to number 7, and the rest of these go that way. I don't understand how you could do such a thing. Well, anyway, let's go underneath here. Oh boy. This is different. Very interesting. I think, alright, I gotta fix that. I doubt highly that that is my issue for the randomness, but I wouldn't swear that it wasn't. Let me go on to the top here. I want to show. Alright. 2 screws here, 2 screws here, and that should allow me to lift this panel up. And I think, yeah, well, let's try. I don't know which screwdriver I want to use, this one or this one. I say both work. This may be better than that. We're going to find out in a minute whether this will do what I want it to. Because I really would like to get to the back of those switches, hoping that there's a place where I can get cleaner injected into them. Alright. Oh, there we are. Okay. And there's that switch block that I want to get to. And there's 4 screws that hold that in. Alright, so let's back up. So this is a switch block with these 2 switches and the speed control switch. I'm hoping if I take those screws out, I can get to that from behind. These are all my controls. And when I put this panel down, more seats fell out. How lovely. Alright, so let's see. Oh, there it is. There. So I'm going to hit all of these controls. Even the ones I don't necessarily think I'm going to use, but who knows. If I start playing around with recording on this just for the fun of it, it would be nice to have things work. Alright. Oh. That's loose. I'll tighten that up. Yeah, this is leaking. One thing I don't like about this container style is that it leaks. Lovely. Not good, actually. Alright. That's better. I can feel a difference. So that's good and tight. These are both tight, and they feel okay. That's an Allen. So I'm going to have to take an Allen wrench to that and loosen or remove the knob so I can get in there and tighten that. I mean, this is not critical, but at the same time, it's kind of nice to have it not flop around. Now let's see, maybe if I can, well, I cheated. I went in here with a pair of pliers and tightened this up. And I just felt like I didn't want to run out to the garage to do that. So I didn't. Alright, so these are the two controls I wanted to get to, and thankfully I can get into the ends. Now, if it weren't for that fact, these might have been in better shape, but it is what it is. Okay. Now, can I get at it from this side? Yes, that's what I want to do. Okay. So I'm hoping that takes care of those switches. Not sure. How bad are they? Can I tell from here? Boy, oh boy. Those do not look healthy. This was sitting upright, so everything, including whatever the mice were doing in there, I bet everything was dropping this way, down into the switches. You really can't see it. I don't know if you can get in there close enough, but they're just the boy. I think it's working. It's hard to do. You need another hand, basically. Okay. Well, I think that's working. that was definitely a grave concern. So, hopefully, there's that one. Let's try to see if this will drop down. If the wires will allow. Okay. The other question is, I'm looking at these bulbs. Wondering, well, I don't know if those are, what those are, bayonet or threaded. Oh yes, those are bayonet style. Come on. No, we'll find that later. I get distracted easily. Okay. It's not really letting me do what I want to do. Well, let's see. Let's take a peek. More seeds. Oh, man. Alright, so where I want to go is in here. I can't even see what I need to see. Very good chance you can't. Well, anyway. Way back in here, out on the other end, on the switch. I can't even begin to see. No. I have a nasty feeling that's not healthy. There's my, where are you? Line up my finger. Oh, it's down there. Oh. Ah, I found it. Similar to the other switches where at least one end of it is open. What I wound up doing was lining my finger up along the pins where that switch was soldered to the circuit board, and then looked to see where my finger came out and found out where I was, and that resulted in me being able to see the end of the switch, kind of. Yeah. It's so much fun, really. Okay, that looks like a toggle switch of some kind. Now you can sort of see me moving it way back in there. It's looking kind of murky. Cleaner I put in there. A nasty feeling. It's got some interesting materials floating around in what I just sprayed in there. Alright, so there's that one. Hopefully they're all the same way. So down here, lovely. There's that one. And that one. And that one I can't even see. Huh. Well, Let's see if we can get. So next, how on earth do I see you? Oh, how do I get to you? So it's up here. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give it my best shot. I think that's dead. It is dead. I have another one, thankfully. I hope that one doesn't leak as badly as that one did. Alright. I can't even tell if I hit it. This is not fun. Okay. Oh, but maybe what I can do, maybe, oh, there's a capacitor right behind that switch. Aren't you nice? I don't want to remove that switch. Let's see. Well, let's try this. Since they were kind enough to, whoa. Oh boy. See all this? These are all level meter adjustments, EQ, special EQ, monitor level, record left, record right, bias, channel trap, right channel trap, L dummy, L bias, or bias. You could have a fun time with this thing. Alright, so these are the switches. Now this board is called the record mode and speed board. So I'm assuming, hoping, that I can get to these contacts in a way that will tell me what I want to know. That is, are the switches really working? Okay, so good. All right, next. Good. I think my clip's shorted together. Yep, there we go. All right. Uh-oh. I guess I don't want that clip. It's old and probably time for retirement. So let's try a different one. I do not want it to be faked out by my clips. No, this is bigger. Let's see. What will you fit? Here you go. Maybe. Alright. That looks good. Now this is the one I'm concerned about because I couldn't get the things on this. Huh? That doesn't seem right. Why for are you doing that? Aha. Okay. I gotta show you this. Because this is always a concern of mine when I'm using a noisemaker. So in one direction it's connecting, or it's opening up, and then there's something with 3 ohms on it, and then I close it, and this is the correct position. In would close that pair, and these are closed. So that's why it was doing that. So okay, go that way. Yeah. All right. So when you get weird things happening, and you've got it in short test where you get a tone, it helps if you hit the right switch. So we don't need that. Now maybe okay, so that's good. All right, that looks good. Okay, that's promising. Of course you're going to do that. Why not? Because you can. Okay. All right, so yep. No, stop. All right, so that was good. All right. Okay. This is definitely a pain in the neck. But what happens if I put this all back together and that doesn't work? That's the part I want to avoid. All right. Alright, so, no, actually, so these are all cleaned, yes, I feel a lot better rotary wise. Okay, they use these little plastic strips a lot. Oh no. I noticed I have a wire loose. That's not good. You got this one here. What is that? Oh, that is is that? Oh, okay. That goes to the echo. And the other, So the question is, what happens, alright, I keep forgetting to look and see where this is. Okay. Got this wire right here, just floating in the air, and I don't see where it goes. Now this is black, and that's a red, and they both have the grounds removed, which may or may not be useful. It's possible that that goes there, but I don't know that, and I really don't want to guess. Yeah. And I can't see. It looks like the solder just let go, which means you don't even have a broken piece of wire sticking out to tell me where that went. Now I could guess that goes there, right there, but that's all it would be if we guess. You can't see anything. I can't see anything, so I don't know how we fix that. Alright, this is the board that has the echo and the SOS, what do they call it? SOS. It is what it is. I'm trying to think what that was. So, headphones go there. They aren't tied into this. This control, we've got this control, which is volume, and well, interesting. I did mention I was going to try to find a schematic for this. Hopefully, a service manual. Hopefully one that tells me where wires go. Oh boy. Let me see. Can this tell me anything as far as where it goes? Let's try this. Let me see if I can show you what I'm playing with here. Going on. I still may be okay. Let's see. Somewhere to get that light and this lined up. So this, where are we? We're way, way far, far away from where I need to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, now that's the white wire. Oh, this is the black wire that the other end of is hanging out in the air, and then this is the red wire, which is connected to that little circuit board. So I've also got a white wire going somewhere. If I had to guess, I would say that this would still work. But it would be a wild guess. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go looking for documentation, because I don't really know where that is supposed to be. I know where it goes. And like I said, if I were to guess, I'd say it was there, but, and one of the reasons why I'm guessing, well, let's see. Alright, why would I guess that? Let's see, switch this like this. I'm going to wash it out. Alright, see a nub of solder right there? And that thing hums. Well, I think this solder goes here and that black one goes there. There's another one here that has nothing on it. So, and I don't think, I'm betting that both of these went in like this. But, I don't know. It's fun when you run into stuff like this. So I got to fix that. I got to find out where that, what that goes to, and I got to fix that connector on the back. And I really think I want to have a schematic for that too. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised when I encounter various fun things like this, especially when you discover that mice have taken up residence in what you're working on. Yeah. Okay. Well, fun times. And I wonder, micro switches are also prone to have issues. Now I don't know if let's just for the fun of it, I'm just kind of stuck right now. Hopefully this will let me, and technically I should be using an analog meter for this, but we're going to try this anyway. Maybe I'm not getting, that's probably where I need to get right there. Alright, let's back off a little bit, because once again I forgot, I zoomed in and you can't see anything. I'm on, well, yeah, I'm on this switch. And am I really connecting? Come on. Oh. Ooh. Alright, you see that changing resistance? All I was doing was moving the button in and out slightly. Well, it might not be bad, because when it's closed all the way like it's supposed to be, it doesn't seem too bad. It might be okay. It might. Usually what you want to see with a micro switch is you push it in and then you ease out, and it should go from fully connected to fully not connected. And you shouldn't see what I was just seeing. You shouldn't see it developing high resistance before it finally switches over. So that's making me less than happy. The one thing that I could say is a plus, though, is that it seems as though Yeah, I don't have it connected. Right. Come on. I still don't have it connected. Come on. Where are you? There we go. Yeah. Oh, come on. That switch is not entirely healthy. And I don't know if I have something like that. And I don't think there's any way I can take that apart, try to clean the contacts and get it back together working. Because there's a, yeah, there is, yep. So there's a little cover on this side, and I think it's glued into this plastic case here. So I've got a number of possibilities. Let's see, what do I have? Got a record switch, fast forward, rewind, stop, place. These are the two that I want to be reliable. These two are next in line, and then that I will probably not use. So if I can't come up with something for that, and you know, I'd hesitate to go to eBay to try to buy something like that because I might get a switch that's not as good as this one. What I think is going to happen is I'm going to try this as is. Yeah, I guess what I'm going to do. I am going to hunt for information. That's what I'm going to do. Before I put this all back together and find out that something's not wired right. I definitely don't want to guess on this. I have a feeling this is only for sound on sound or echo, so that if this isn't connected, it may not matter. But I don't know. See, so this is the volume control. No, this is the volume control. Okay. I'm curious. None of these wires go to that board. I'm in. Yeah. All right. Well, I am definitely bailing out at this point because I don't really know where that belongs. I want to make sure that the wire's in the right place on that connector. Hopefully I can epoxy it back together. I don't know what they used for an adhesive, but whatever they used didn't work. Hoping my attempt works better. Anyway, hopefully back with good information. Okay, well, I'm back to this. All I can say is I'm very glad that I had the video recording when I started playing with this. I get distracted, I guess that's the word. I was looking at where it broke here and here, and I was a bit puzzled because they had put glue here and here, but the glue looked smooth. It didn't look like this had been shoved together, and didn't look like it had broken. So I don't really know. So as I was moving these pieces around trying to see what was going on, of course these wires rearranged themselves and I had no idea where they were supposed to go. So I did find a service manual for it, and unfortunately, even though there are some numbers on these, they aren't the numbers that are referenced in the service manual. So, joy. So I said, well, I'll go back to my video and hopefully it gives me enough information so I can figure out where these wires go. Because from here over to here, the wires had all pulled out. And then they decided to mix and match each other, which is less than ideal. So, I'm really hoping that I've got this right, but I used these, which were still in place, as a reference point for all the other stuff that was going on. I've got this on here temporarily because every time I move this, these wires would try to come out and go back in, because the back of this, where the wires go through, there's little dividers that are supposed to be solid and hold the back together. All of them, of course, have broken all the way down. And on this end, this had split. Makes me kind of nervous for the rest of these. I'm going to look at those when I swing this back around. And this is what I was after. And see what I see? Looks like brand new. There's no problem there. So what I'm going to do, and this little piece right here, they put that in place because this top part would just bow and it wouldn't hold it together. And I imagine they had problems with connectivity, so they put that in there. I'm leaving that there. So what I want to do, I'm going to try to do, well, come on, there we go, get out, let's hold this together, and it's already trying to come apart on me, stop it, put this together, come on, let's go. Nope. Don't want it on an angle like that. Let's go. Let's try it from that end. I tried really hard to get this where it belonged, but it didn't want to cooperate, so I'm not sure I got everything where I want it to go. Yes. No. Let's go. Man, it doesn't want to go. Why? Oh, maybe. It went. How do the wires look? I think they're okay. Yes, okay. I'm already seeing the center bow, which is why that needs to be there. So, I put a screw in up top there, and I'm going to take a look on my computer to see if we're doing okay. Just as a final check. Alright, so this one goes there. Let me go to a better picture over here. So we got the red, white, red, orange. And I should have a red there. I think it was these guys right here and that one that were out. So I should have a red one there. I do, I think. Let's take a peek further. Come on. I want to get in closer. I really should have taken pictures more close up before I even touched that, or at least after it came apart. Alright, so starting at the bottom, red. Then I got red, yellow, and that one. Oh boy, I don't like that. I may have to epoxy these to keep them from moving, because they can still go in. I'm not sure I like that. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make sure that this actually works. Then I might run a line of epoxy down through here just to try to keep it coming apart. Yeah, there's no way I can show you probably. If I try that, it'll probably just wash out. Yeah, wow. Can't see, but there's a nice big gap right there in the middle. And it's still, oh, I haven't got this end bound, anchored down. Let's do that. So I think I'm there, so no. Come on. Okay. I think I have. Do I? Yes. Are you in there? Nope. Alright. Got a little stubby screwdriver, but it's too long. I've got another screwdriver that's a 90-degree thing for spots like this, but it's out in the garage. Doesn't do me much good in here now. Does it? And I don't really want to go out there and get it. So I think I got it here without it. Alright. How do we look? Yeah, not great. It doesn't seem to want to go anywhere. So this should go in here to hold that in place. Is that going to go? Yes, it is. Alright, well, I guess that's that. So if that works, then I'll go to the next step. But when I was flipping this around, what I found inside? Found a switch, which I'll show you what I'm going to try to do with that. I tried to peel this cover off, and well, it's some kind of a pressed board material, and it didn't like me prying on it very well. So this switch, when I first measured this, was 138 ohms with the contacts closed. I can see why they replaced that. Not sure where that came from, and not sure where that came from. But I definitely don't want this floating around inside here. So I'm wondering if I have anything else, any more surprises. This has definitely been worked on by some other people. See a little tab down here. It's kind of a guide for wires that are soldered to the other side of the circuit board. It's broken. Well, I don't see anything else that makes me nervous. What's nice is that this flips up this way, so I guess those parts are sitting down in here. Yeah, I was so relieved when I looked at my video and saw that it did identify these wires well enough for me to put this back together right. Why is that really not happy? Like I said, all I can do is see how things work. I'm going to try to play it now. Oh, while I'm thinking about the micro switches, I experimented with this. I'm always checking things out, asking questions. I compared this to my VTVM back there as far as a tool for testing micro switches. Now I've used, I also have a battery powered analog meter, and I've used those back in the days when I was repairing office equipment, and the copiers had lots of micro switches in them, and that meter was extremely useful to help me find out what switch was not doing its job. But this seems to be more sensitive to, as you're just lightly pushing on this and letting off on it, I get resistance readings on here that I don't get on any of my other meters. So that Beckman seems to work pretty well for that. So maybe that's my new tool for checking out micro switches. Seems to work. So anyway, yeah, I kind of freaked when I realized that I hadn't paid attention to where those wires went, and that I was jockeying things around and just, in general, being me. Alright, so let's see, where do I want to go? Oh, so I got the service manual, and let's see if I can get to, where do I want to go here? Yes, I think that's it down there. Well, that's a switch. Ooh, that's not helpful. Okay. Oh boy. That is a switch, is it not? It is. Okay. Oh, I'll bet. Let's see. Okay. I think I may have figured out what I wanted to see. Yes. Yep, I think I see it. Alright. And you can't see a thing. Let me bring this up like this. Ah, there's my washer. I thought the washer fell down in there. Hoping it helped discover my escapee. Alright, so on this is what we're dealing with, and this is what we're dealing with. Let's see if I got the washing out. Alright, and I thought at one point, because I saw a solder blob here, let's move in a bit. Actually, I'm going to show you what's on the other side of this. This is just a switch, a multi-position switch. So let's zoom in, because clearly you can't see what I'm pointing to. Alright. And okay, well, I can see the blob. Apparently you probably can't. So this is where I thought this loose wire went to. But given that this is a stereo system, I started looking, I saw a capacitor going, capacitor up here, and I saw a capacitor down. Okay, I see it. I thought I saw a capacitor there. Oh, wait a minute. Interesting. What is there? Oh, yeah. There's a capacitor there. Interesting. Alright, so there is a capacitor soldered to the back of this here, and there's a capacitor here, but it goes from here over to here somewhere. So let's see, what's the function does that provide? It goes on. Oh, it goes on like this. SOS is toward the top. Okay. I guess it would help to turn my soldering iron on, because I want to use it in a minute, I think. Alright, so that since this is stereo, I should, yes, so this is a level control knob. And so this goes here, this goes here. That lends credence to my idea that this side is pretty much a mirror image of this side. And that should mean that this wire goes here, since that wire goes there. So we've got, echo volume and playback volume. And this one connects here and goes over to there. So this board looks like it is indeed stereo. This says red, this says white, and it goes here. I actually have red on this side, and looks like going to be black on this side. But that shows me there's another. This isn't okay. Well, I'm glad I did that. Okay, let's show you why. All right, notice that this goes here and this goes here, but there's a cutout right there. So if we go back here, and all right, so up here, no notch. Down here, we have no notch. So when I was trying to measure this, I was measuring from here to here instead of from here to here. So let's see if, because if I can get the same measurements on both sides of this board, then I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to think that I'm going to be, let's go that way. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm going to back this out so you can see my meter. Alright, so when I connect to the right spots on the circuit board, I didn't notice. Okay, that's shorted together. And I go here and here, and that's shorted together. And if I do that, those should not be anymore, I would think. Not there, not there. So, since those are operating the same, and the circuit, or the service manual information leads me to believe that this board is indeed set up for stereo connections, I'm going to hook the black wire to this. But I'm very glad I looked at this, and then I finally noticed this is asymmetrical, and I didn't notice that. I was just going to the last one on each, and there is actually a connection there, who knows for what, but it's not for this wire. So, alright, let's get back to this. All that worked for just one lousy little wire that wasn't soldered. properly. Okay. Let's see. Do I need solder? I don't know. What I might do is glob some fresh solder on this and then put it on there. Do I want to do that? Oh, one thing I don't like. So it looks like they've got a piece of solder running between them. Yeah, alright, there we go. Did not like that. Let's put that on there. So I was rather dismayed when I saw the information available to me, thinking that it would not be helpful. But as it turns out, it was helpful. I think I want to blob a little solder on there too. How do we look? I think we look good. Alright, all that for that.